Have you ever noticed that no matter how hard you work, your wallet is empty by the end of the month? Or wondered why some people seem to build savings effortlessly while most of us are stuck squeezing every penny? The answer often hides in the small, invisible leaks that quietly drain our budgets. Inspired by Warren Buffett's legendary frugality and his knack for identifying needless expenses, we're about to expose 16 common money wasters you probably overlook every day. Buffett built his fortune by living well below his means and channeling excess cash into high-value goals. You might be surprised at how routine purchases undermine your financial progress. Now imagine plugging these money leaks and redirecting those funds towards something you truly care about. How dramatically could your financial situation improve? Getting started is easier when you have a clear objective. Whether you're saving for a worry-free retirement, the trip of a lifetime, or genuine financial independence, knowing your destination makes every dollar you save feel purposeful. As Leonardo da Vinci famously said, simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. By cutting out excess and focusing only on what really matters, you'll discover you need far less than you think, and that simplicity delivers more freedom than any short-lived luxury. Before we jump into all 16 budget busters, ask yourself, what goal are you working toward? If you haven't defined one yet, take a moment now. With a clear purpose, trimming unnecessary costs becomes an act of empowerment, not sacrifice. Let's kick off the list with number 1, buying perishables in bulk. Those tempting bulk deals promise a lower unit price, but if you can't use everything before it spoils, you're simply throwing money away. Always buy only what you can realistically consume before the expiration date. Imagine hauling home an enormous bag of dried fruit because you think you're nailing a deal. Weeks go by and it sits forgotten on a shelf until you finally notice it's stale or even past its expiration date. This scenario plays out more often than you'd assume, transforming what seemed like a clever buy into pure waste. The remedy is simple. Purchase only what you'll genuinely consume. If you live in a compact flat or lack generous storage, pause before tossing oversized packages into your cart. Opting for smaller quantities can actually save you more cash than you'd expect. In the United States, studies estimate that roughly 30 to 40% of food ends up discarded every year, meaning billions of dollars vanish into the trash. Cutting down on that loss can seriously pad your wallet. Next up, impulsive store shopping. Retailers are experts at coaxing you into spending beyond your plan. From the music pulsing overhead to the strategic layout and eye-catching displays, every detail is engineered to drive extra purchases. Have you noticed how shopping carts at big-box retailers look almost too large for a typical grocery run? That's intentional. Think back to times you went in for one must-have item, but left with a trolley brimming with snacks you didn't intend to buy, or that trendy t-shirt that roped you in. Those seemingly minor impulse grabs quickly stack up and can wreak havoc on your monthly budget. The countermeasure is straightforward yet powerful. Draft a detailed shopping list before you go and stick to it without fail. It sounds basic, but you'd be shocked by how much it helps. Set a firm spending limit before you step out the door and steer clear of shopping when you're hungry or exhausted. Moments when your brain chases instant gratification and impulse wins. Give this approach a shot next time you hit the aisles. Your wallet will thank you. Now let's tackle designer eyewear. Many of us equate a famous logo with unbeatable quality and willingly pay a premium. But you might be surprised to learn that numerous high-end brands share the same manufacturing origins, so you're often financing the name more than the craftsmanship. When it comes to glasses, expensive doesn't always mean durable or clearer vision. Quality frames and lenses turn up at independent optical shops or reputable online retailers where you pay for actual performance rather than brand prestige. Before you commit to a new pair, research prices, compare features, and you'll discover budget-friendly options that deliver the same sharp sight. Remember, those who budget wisely see their future more clearly. Item 4. Lottery playing. The lottery can feel like a golden ticket to instant riches. You imagine waking up a millionaire with a single ticket. Yet the reality is that your odds of hitting the jackpot are infinitesimally small. The odds of hitting the big lottery jackpot are roughly 1 in 292 million. To put that in perspective, you're far more likely to be struck by lightning, about 1 in 15,300, than to win. When you drop a few dollars on tickets every week, it might feel harmless, but over months and years, those expenses add up, and all you get back is a sliver of hope. Instead of throwing money away on long shots, put that cash to work where it actually grows. Shifting those same funds into a high-yield savings account or a diversified mutual fund won't give you a Hollywood-style windfall, but it does build real, steady wealth without relying on luck. Item 5. Bank fees and credit card charges. Those little bank fees and credit card penalties are budget assassins many people never notice. Monthly maintenance fees, sky-high interest rates, ATM surcharges, they quietly chip away at your balance. In the year 2019, Americans paid a staggering $4 billion in just late payment fees alone. And that doesn't include the interest that compounds if you carry a balance. The good news? You can eliminate almost all of these charges. Plenty of online banks offer no-fee checking, reimbursed ATM withdrawals, and no minimum balances. With credit cards, the rule is simple. Pay the full statement amount on time every month to dodge interest and late penalties. Right now, pull up your statements, tally the fees you're paying, and switch to lower-cost accounts. What seems like pocket change today can turn into major savings by year's end. Item 6. Branded medication versus generics. When it comes to prescriptions, we tend to equate higher cost with higher quality, and branded medications often carry hefty price tags. But branded and generic drugs share the exact same active ingredients and effectiveness. The only difference is the name on the box, and that marketing premium can easily double your cost. For example, you might pay $30 for a brand-name prescription, while the generic version runs you just $15. Always ask your doctor or pharmacist if a generic alternative exists. In almost every case, you'll get the same relief for a fraction of the price, preserving your health and your wallet. Item 7. Restaurant beverage markups. Grabbing a soda, coffee, or cocktail at a sit-down restaurant feels like a small splurge, but those drinks often carry a huge markup. A soda that costs the restaurant mere cents can ring up at $5 or more on your bill. Next time you dine out, skip or limit the pricier beverages. Water or a self-serve fountain drink can save you a bundle without killing the vibe. Alcoholic drinks often carry astronomical markups, sometimes exceeding 1,000% in profit margin. Without even noticing, you can push your restaurant tab sky high by ordering a cocktail or soda when water is free. Swapping that drink for tap water is a tiny shift, but over time it can really boost your budget. Next time you eat out, stick with water instead of soft drinks or mixed drinks. You'll feel healthier, and when the check arrives, you might be pleasantly surprised. And if you genuinely love a particular spirit, save it for special evenings at home, where a bottle costs a fraction of the bar price. Item 8. Clothes and accessories. How often have you snapped up a discounted shirt or accessory thinking you'll wear it someday, only to see it collect dust in your closet? Buying things you merely like rather than absolutely love is a surefire way to drain your wallet. Adopt the love it or leave it rule. If trying something on doesn't make you eager to step out in it right away, pass it by. Prioritizing quality over quantity means owning fewer pieces that you wear over and over, instead of stuffing your wardrobe with items you never use. Before you head to the register, pause and ask yourself, do I really love this? If the answer is no, leave it on the rack. You'll save cash and avoid clutter. Item 9. Unused subscriptions. It's all too easy to accumulate recurring charges for services you barely use, streaming platforms you haven't logged into in months, or digital magazines that pile up unread. Those small fees add up. A recent study found that 2/3 of people forget about at least one active subscription, wasting an average of $240 per year. That's money you could be investing or stashing in a savings account. The fix is simple. Audit your subscriptions. Carve out a few minutes to examine your bank or credit card statements and cancel any service you haven't touched in recent months. That minor effort can free up significant funds for things you actually value. Item 10. Paid Wi-Fi in hotels. Although fewer properties do it these days, many hotels still charge for Wi-Fi access, even upscale ones. Daily fees can range from $10 to $20. And over 1 week's stay, that adds up to a noticeable expense for what should be a basic amenity. Here's a quick hack. Most hotels waive that charge for members of their loyalty programs. So sign up and enjoy your free, fast internet. Here's something many travelers miss. Signing up for hotel loyalty programs is usually free and takes just minutes. Whether it's Hilton Honors or Marriott Bonvoy, you don't need to rack up points or book pricey nights to join. So before you shell out for Wi-Fi on your next trip, see if your hotel has a rewards plan. This quick move can save you serious cash and score perks like discounts on upcoming stays, flight tickets, or peak season rates. Travel ranks among life's greatest adventures, but without savvy planning, you can blow your budget fast. One of the costliest mistakes is booking flights and hotels during peak travel windows: Christmas, long weekends, spring break, when prices explode under heavy demand. Anyone who's tried to snag a last-minute getaway knows the sting. A room that runs $150 a night off-season can soar to $300 or more during rush periods. Airfare often shoots up to twice its usual price. These seasonal spikes can crush your travel fund. The antidote? Plan well in advance, or flex your schedule to avoid peak dates. You'll lock in more affordable rates and enjoy a quieter, more relaxed trip without throngs of tourists. If you can adjust your travel dates, you'll open the door to far better bargains. International roaming. Jetting overseas without prepping your phone plan can lead to shockingly high bills. Roaming fees are infamously steep, and heavy data use across borders can tack on hundreds of dollars. Staying connected is great until the bill arrives. Luckily, escaping these charges is easier than ever. You can use an eSIM to download a local data package on the spot, or grab a local SIM card once you land. Both are far cheaper than traditional roaming rates. Before your next trip, scope out your carrier's international bundles or invest in an eSIM or local SIM. That small tweak saves a bundle and spares you the dread of a huge phone bill. Large cars. Opting for a big vehicle seems appealing. More room, extra comfort, added safety. But if you live in the city or have a small household, a large SUV or truck can end up draining your wallet. Fuel costs, maintenance, and insurance for a hefty ride are significantly steeper than for a compact car. If you don't truly need all that space daily, you're paying for capacity you rarely use. Maneuvering and parking in crowded urban areas adds hassle and often proves unnecessary. The solution? Choose a car that fits your real lifestyle needs before making the purchase. If you live in a city and only drive for commuting or errands, downsizing to a compact model or switching to a hybrid could save you a bundle. You'll pay less on gasoline and upkeep, which adds extra cash to your wallet over time. 14. Steep investment fund fees. Many investors overlook how much administrative charges can chip away at their returns. Actively managed funds promise superior gains, but those lofty fees often erode your profits. A mere 1% difference in management fees might seem negligible initially, but over 20 or 30 years, that extra cost can shave off thousands of dollars from your portfolio. It's a stealth drain on your wealth. The remedy? Shift your money into low-cost index funds. By tracking broad markets like the Standard & Poor's 500, these passively managed funds carry much smaller fees, so more of your capital actually works for you. Long-term, they often match or beat the performance of pricier active funds without the hefty charges. Regularly reviewing your holdings and hunting for cheaper alternatives can be one of the smartest moves to boost your net gains down the road. 15. Splurging on oversized souvenirs. Traveling is thrilling, and picking up a keepsake feels natural. Yet, we often wind up with bulky, overpriced trinkets that end up buried on a shelf. These large mementos take up space and distract from more practical purchases you could have made. Statues, paintings, or elaborate decor might appeal on the spot, but back home, they grow stale and gather dust. Instead, opt for compact items that carry meaning or utility. Think fridge magnets or keychains. They cost less, travel easily, and every glimpse reminds you of the journey. Next trip, resist the lure of expensive souvenir splurges and choose something you'll use or see daily without breaking the bank. 16. Gifting to the unappreciative. Gifts are meant to show you care, but handing out presents to people who don't value them can drain your wallet and leave you feeling deflated. We've all poured effort into picking the perfect item that ultimately gets shoved aside or never used. The true worth of a gift lies in the thought and the connection it creates, not its price tag. Before splashing out, find out what really resonates with the person. Sometimes quality time, an unforgettable experience, or a heartfelt letter means more than a material item. Learn the love language of your friends and family. If they're not material gift people, invest in shared experiences or meaningful conversations. You'll make a deeper impression at a fraction of the cost. True value comes from offering something that genuinely resonates, not just cluttering your life with more stuff. Along the way, you've uncovered how everyday money moves that look harmless can quietly erode your bank balance. Now you have the tools to flip the script. These tactics, inspired by Warren Buffett's timeless wisdom, go beyond pinching pennies. They build a solid foundation for long-term financial strength and growth. So here's the challenge. Will you stick with habits that undermine your future, or will you put these insights into action and seize control of your finances? The money you stop wasting today can become the fuel for building real wealth and achieving the freedom you've been chasing. Your financial transformation starts now with small but powerful steps.